Live right here on the early line, rounding out our 3 hours to get together today on SportsGrid. A very interesting time in college basketball, of course, with the start of the NCAA tournament tonight. But over the weekend, on Friday afternoon, after the Iowa Hawkeyes were ousted from the Big Ten tournament, a change in the coaching position in Iowa City. After nearly a decade and a half leading the Hawkeyes, Fran McCaffery was dismissed. His first public comments since being fired as Iowa's head coach with our coach, James Young, JY, on the Betting Above the Rim podcast. Here's what McCaffrey had to tell JY about his thoughts on the situation and his future in college hoops.
Personally, how are you feeling right now as a coach that's done this for a long time? Do you still feel like you have a lot left in the tank?
No question. I love coaching. I love interaction with young people. You think about it, James, and we met many years ago. Being able to go to work on a college campus, mentor and work with young people, I feel like my life hasn't changed in 40 years. Whether it was at Lehigh, UNCG, Siena, or Iowa. We're doing the same things. We're building relationships with families, recruiting student athletes to our school, and helping them reach their potential.
But on the talent side, you haven't had the 4-star, the 5-star recruit. You took Luka Garza. You took the Murray twins. And let's be honest, recruiting in Iowa is not like recruiting in New York City. Talk to me about developing talent, which I think is still so important in today's game.
You know, James, you said it earlier. Okay, what's the key to it all? The key is culture. How do you build culture? And that's what we've done everywhere I've been. You know, it's easy to talk about, okay, I coached 3 teams that went to the NCAA tournament from 1 bid leagues. Nobody else has ever done that. I'm one of the few coaches that have coached 4 teams that have gone to the NCAA tournament. Each one was a different challenge. All right, so how do you convince young people to come play for you? And how do you continue to help them develop? It starts with character. You know, I'm often asked, James, okay, what do you look for in recruiting? Well, you know, you and I can walk into any gym in America and say, okay, that kid can play. You know, he can run and jump. He's got a great handle. He can shoot the ball. He's big and strong. All right, that's easy. All right. Is he unselfish? Does he prioritize winning? Is he a great teammate? How will he respond when things aren't going so well? How does he respond in today's climate where I'm talking to him 1 minute and his agent's talking to him the next? These are different times. You stay true to who you are and you prioritize character.
To me, when I see you on the sideline, people see a guy that's intense, that is no nonsense. I still think about the stare down at the ref on the baseline of one game where I thought it was the entire timeout. If I was an assistant, I probably would have got in trouble because I would have tried to grab you and pulled you away. Anything else in this last minute that you want to let people know that maybe don't know about Coach Fran McCaffery?
Yeah, I think that's a great point, James. I don't want people to think of me that way. During the heat of battle, there's only one person that can advocate for the players, and that's the head coach. And that's what I do. Beyond that, I love my guys. I'm as friendly as they come when it comes to interacting with fans, with people. I don't talk much louder than I'm talking with you throughout the course of the day. I've got a great sense of humor. I like to have fun, not only with my job, with the guys, but in life. My assistants love working for me. And there's an incredible amount of respect that has to be across the board. And that's how I live my life. And that's what creates the passion that I have for this profession.
15 seasons in Iowa City for Fran McCaffery, 297 wins, the most ever in Iowa men's basketball history for a head coach. It did not work out at the end, and it did seem that the momentum was starting to shift, that a change had to be made for the Hawks. But Fran McCaffery did a lot of good during his time at Iowa. And for all of that interview, you can check out the Betting Above the Rim podcast with our coach, James Young, chopping it up with Fran McCaffery. We will continue to get you ready for all that you are going to see around the big dance tomorrow when the early line returns at 8 a.m. Eastern here on SportsGrid.